as we look into it, these are estimates at this point, but it looks like round about 100,000 affected homes. That's a big number. We're going to have 100,000 affected homes, all with different degrees of insurance, some with flood insurance, some underinsured, some uninsured. We'll have to address those on a case-by-case basis as we move forward, but I want to put a scope and magnitude on this. We're also going to have damage to publicly owned infrastructure. And so what we will do as an administration is put together a responsible supplemental request for Congress, appropriations request. We'll make that request shortly. We'll make that request based on the information that we have now, and what we'll do then is come back later for a second supplemental request when we have additional information that would make a more informed total for Congress to consider. So three things here. First, you have to look at the health of the Disaster Relief Fund, which is funding most of this operation. That was a relatively healthy fund. It had about $3.6 billion in it heading into this storm. That allowed us to get through the initial response operations. That drawdown rate, though, is something that we keep a close eye on. We're going to need to go up and ask for a disaster supplemental shortly. We are also, secondly, heading up into the end of a fiscal year. And so any available money from a regularly appropriated perspective at a department or agency is running out. The end of the fiscal year is upon us. And so Congress had already planned to provide us some replenishment into that fund through the regular course of operations. And then thirdly, if there are and there will be needs for additional funding in the future, as those drawdown construction numbers become more clear on the recovery phase, we'll be able to look at them and ask for a third kind of bite at the apple on this. So that's where we stand, and I'm not worried at all that we don't have the money right now for the operations underway and the operations that we foresee in the next month.